So here we are, more streaming, afternoon, morning, whatever, for everybody. It's my first afternoon streaming. I'm way late. I was heading up the streaming. Anyway, it seems to be working okay now. I'm waiting for a little bit of feedback. Where did it go? That's not it. There it is. So, did I send that message? Yes, I did send that message. See if I can get some feedback. Okay, so we're looking at GJ, of course. Let's go have a look at the bigger time frame stuff to start with. This is where I would generally start. Way too many lines, so I've got to move them. Got to have all this stuff set up way before. So we don't want there, or there. Even there. Properties. Just sort of fade these out. There's way too many of them. Oh. Just want to have a look at how I'm going to be doing it, and I will be looking at the bigger time frames, sort of the old top-down approach each day. Before we see what's going to be happening, and my plan will be to start the beginning of each 4-hour session, which I tried to do today but didn't quite get there. A lot of lines, I know. I'll be cleaning it up as I go along. I'm hoping that's one thing the stream will encourage me to do, is keep my charts a little bit cleaner. So there, how's that? Right, so on the GJ, of course, we've had this big run up here. So that was last week, this is this week. So it had a bit of a run up, give us a pretty good fib retracement really on last week's candle. So that went up to the 382, not quite the 50. So that's good. And is now a lower low. So that's particularly good for the downside. As we know, yesterday was a huge big run down. So bearish just continues daily. Today hasn't really done much, which is no surprise, particularly after this big run. This big candle here was a huge hint for us to go short 3 days ago. Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. So Tuesday was a huge one. And so yesterday was a big run down to this zone here, which worked quite well. Now the interesting thing here is we started the month here on this day, and we ran up into the monthly take profit zone, and where did we go back to? We went back to the central pivot, the monthly central pivot. So that worked exactly as it's supposed to. So that's pretty cool. I'm glad to see that. So yeah, I mean, look at the pip, man. That's pretty good. So that's did exactly what it's supposed to do. It's exactly what it did. Early in the month up to here and then down again. And it's been bearish. We are getting oversold. So it's something you consider, but still bearish, got to be right. So here's the 4-hour. I'm gonna just delete these for the moment and put them in again as I need to. Or not. We might be out of the road for the moment. So I'm ready to use them. A lot of levels to draw in, I know. I had this in earlier, and we had that recent run up. There's a good trade at the top of this high here. The last 4-hour high, and up she went. So my idea with this stream is I'm going to be looking at the 4-hour sessions. So I know I'm late into the session, but this is what I would have done is on this candle here. Now that's a bearish candle, but beside this one down, and you have this that would have signalled another run up, which is what we had. Easy with hindsight, I know. So then I'll go to the 30, 30 doesn't have any pivots. We've had this huge big rejection here. We've got 3 minutes left in the 30 minutes. For mine, that's suggestive of another run down, especially since we've got at the top of this channel here, which has been going up. And you know that I had that drawn in earlier, and it seemed to work a treat. Now it looks like it's a 2-hit. I had it sitting there. Now why would that have been? I thought I had it on. Okay, well that'll do anyway. From there to there to there, pretty much. I mean, I'm working on the bottom line and just seeing where this takes us. Really, that's what I'm trying to do. But anyway, there it is, close enough. So now we're getting this run down. Look, she's starting to really take off now. So it had to run up just to retest to this higher area here, and now we just want to think of where we want to go to. Now this down, this run here. This is what I'm thinking with this. So this is a 1 hour. This is, can we get rid of these? Got to clean the charts. I have enough lines in there already with the pivots. So, am I getting any reply here? Oh yeah, I've got to send him the link. Look at that.
Put a little message there, you saw it?
Who?
The chat, on the chat.
You did? Did you? Let me have a look. Clear image and sound is good. Why, thank you very much, young lady. What else am I looking at here? Got one viewer, see if other fellow turns up. I mean, this is, for me, it's a bearish flag after the big run down. Now, these are the weekly pivots. Here's the central pivot here, right at that previous resistance. So this is the weekly pivots painted on the last. These were finished being painted on this candle here, or that candle there is when they stopped. So this was all painted from last week's price action. Now, selling from this area here, if it moves down from here, particularly from this pivot here, then our next target should be down here, that blue line, which is why it's there. So that's the run we would want for this week. I mean, if that came to pass, we still have freaking nearly 300 pips. Really? I couldn't imagine, but hey, crazier things have happened, right? That's 400. So, you know, that's the target for this week. It's not to say we'll get there, but she's been doing pretty good so far. We've only got this one session left, so you never know. So what would get us down there? Well, we'd have to break this level, wouldn't we? So we've got to come down past here. This one here is the S1 pivot, weekly S1. So that's where we are there. According to pivot theory, that's where we should be headed down to this level here. Now, if we go to the 30-minute, that's a big rejection candle there. For mine, that looks like it wants to go down. What do we have here? Have some pretty good divergence here on the stocks, on the oscillator, and away it goes. Look at that. I'm too busy talking, not spending enough time trading, because there it goes. Okay, here's the daily. Oh, yeah, look at this daily. Okay, this run from here, if it runs down from here, that's another reason for it to run up and hit that level. That's going to give us a target of this level here. Now, this is the daily pivots, not the weekly pivots. The weeklies are the ones we looked at before. And that level is here, isn't it? Or is it that one? Let me have a look here. Oh no, wow, that's a long way down to here. Couldn't see us getting down there today, but you never know. For today, our this here is our target for the day. All right, so that should get us down to there for today. So as of now, that's our target. If we get past here, we're heading, down to here, down to that level there. Now, what's our bias here? Anybody want to have a guess at what your bias would be here? Should we be bullish here? Is that a bullish bias? Is it a downtrend or an uptrend? Definitely a downtrend. Of course, we could end up coming up a little bit more, but that's not my thing. I'm looking to head this down. This is the bearish flag. This is a bear flag. So we're looking. Jesus, she's coming down really well already. So there we go. Okay, that's the daily pivots. Now the weekly, the 4 hourly pivots, which is what I want to really look at, because here's our daily 4 hour pivots. Previous 4 hour was this little indecision one here, and then we've run up here, and now it looks like it's trying to reject that all the way down. So we've had the big bull run, and what we've had so far today is from this level here. Now nobody was here this morning. I did get this one. I did pick this one from this level here. That's the one I picked from that level, so my target was up here. I didn't get it, but I was here. But the fact is I had a 10 and a 20. So there you go. From here, the target, where's your target from this level here? Your target would be there, this one here, and we made it eventually. So where would our target for this one be? Delete. Okay, from here, your target is here, and we've already made it up to there, so that's good. Early in the session too, reasonably. So this should come back down to this level here. So we're just going to see how that goes. At the moment, we've hit our previous resistance, now support. And we've had a crossover of the SMAs. I know a lot of people don't use the moving averages, and I'm happy. I can understand that. I mean, this chart to many looks very, very messy and ugly. But I can understand it. So that's the main thing, isn't it? Oh, what the hell? There it is there. So we're getting quite a rejection off this level here, which is not surprising. We have 25 seconds left in the candle, which would suggest move up, but we'll have to wait and see on that. It's getting weaker. The further this goes down, the weaker, the less chance, in my opinion, of this coming down. The further up the end of this candle, the more chance it has of going up. Now, if it were to go up and come back down, that'd be fine. In fact, it'd be better if we went up into this section up here somewhere. Let's get rid of this, or reuse it. This is where we'd want to come back into here. So if it came back up into that section, that'd be pretty good, up to here somewhere, and then back down. That'll be okay as well. And then down, well, based on that, what could you do? You could sell from here. That'd give you 20 pips down to there. So that's what I'll be looking at. And that's pretty much mine. Now when I had that fib in there, I haven't got a reply from this other fellow. That's Monty's link. Right, let me see here. I sent the wrong link. Sent a guy the wrong link. Seriously, updated my Microsoft thing today, and what a mess. YouTube goes off. I'll have this on briefly. let me just quieten that one and let's see if this one comes. Yep, I can hear it. Well, that's good. Yeah. So that's what I'm looking at there. And here we go, heading back up. Here's one level, right here. So we'll see what happens when we get to the R2. Otherwise, where was it, those other levels? Up to here. So we can look anywhere in there. Oh, get rid of this one. So it's kind of this area in here where I want it to come down. Three views. It's me. So that's where I'm looking at. So based on that, because the other option is if we go up on the daily, we're headed here, up to this zone here. Right where that green line is there. So let me have a look at that just to see where that gets us. Back up into here. On the 1 hour, that's, oh, the green line's gone. Okay. We go back there. 134768. It's 134768. 134768 right there. It's up to there. Which would actually be excellent for next week. Probably. I mean, these things are dynamic. These are next week's pivots, and this pivot here would be just fantastic to be able to short that down next week, set us up for next week. The trouble is, so that could be next week's play. The trouble is with that, is these things are dynamic. So as this price rises, as this goes up, price goes up here, all these pivots go up with it. So that's the level at the moment, but it won't be if it continues to rise. So we'll have to see what happens there. But at the moment, like I've also got this level here. We put that in. Yeah, it's too high. I don't want it to go up that high, but we'll have a look at it. That's that level there. So that could be the next 4 hour up. But either way, I'd still like to see this one come down, and here it comes. See, I look away, and the way it goes. So let's get rid of that and zoom in. And that's where I was looking for a pullback to. It didn't make it there, this line or there, and it got back to here. Now we're sitting here. I mean, you can take a look at having a sell below here, I guess, but you got a lot of business going on in here, so you know, be a bit risky. But at the moment, that's what I'm looking at. Is I mean, selling it here would have been ideal, down to here, but I'll have to wait and see. And the next 4 hours would then be a so let's get rid of this. What's a 15? What do them other fellas got going on? Yeah, that's broken. That's broken. Tempted to sell that. Should have on that 10 minute that broke here and away it went. We get down to there for the 10 pips, so maybe not. This is where I'm wanting to get to for this 4 hours. And away it goes, so I missed that one. Which level is it? Which level is what?
Whoa.
Sign into chat. This section cannot be performed inside the Streamlabs. To direct to chat, you must open this chat in the web browser. Okay. Right, here we are. Okay, we're starting a bit of a rejection of this level here. Yeah, no surprises there. Let me just put in a what am I going to do here? Where's Monty's? Yep. So yeah, I just wanted to test that to see if that came through because I've got my earphones on. So if that sound comes through, it doesn't come through the mic. I just want to see if it's picking up the computer sounds or just the just the what do you call it here? The microphone sounds. Okay, is that thing frozen? Is this thing frozen again? No, she's all happening. This is a 10-minute, 15-minute break blow there. I'll change the colour of it to a little bit lighter. What am I in? Sky blue. Let's go to that's the colour of this. So what's a light colour that lavender? There we go, isn't it? Lavender. That's so pretty. So yeah, see if we get back to there. Once again, that's still my trade plan there. See if I can get a line in there. No, I don't want there, I want it here. That's where we're aiming for. That level is 792-ish. Any chat in? Right.
Mm. Pips up. Okay, just one day.
Right, coming back. So this would suit me. Using the 4-hour pivots to move back into here. That would really suit me. But the fact is we've gone past the M4 and it's rejected there. We've got a bit of support there. You see it across this line here. We've rejected again, so I don't want to stream that fellow. Yes, it is. 1 second. That is the 5 minute.
That's alright. You're
Yes.
thinking question that people could ask
Yep.
me. Because we don't know. I do.
Yes, that's a 5 minute chart. I can't. I just want to know if that came through, but Jan's not answering. He's not listening, I guess. He's.
Or we could be busy, you know.
Hmm. Gee, that's a pretty. Well, there you go. Went up and rejected it. So
Coming down again.
I've got 24 seconds there. Well, let me open this one up. See, this is suggesting further up, unless we break below it, in which case it's going to go down. But at the moment, there's a higher high and a higher low. This candle here is a higher high and a higher low. Get rid of that mess. On the 5 minute, it's a higher high and a higher low. Mind you, we had the same thing here with a big rejection, and the next candle went down quite strongly. Here we've got the same thing, higher high, higher low, but kind of held support here. So we'll see what this does, and it's going to move down quite strongly. So it's going to mirror this candle here. That little bit of price action there on the 5 minute. Now on the 10, another problem I have, even if I sell that below here, there's only 13 pips in it. By the time you take up in the spread, you're kind of pushing your luck if that's first target. And also you've got this bottom of this channel, which has been, well, a couple of touches, but I mean kind of in that zone, isn't it? I mean, I could sneak it down here. I could even be really cheeky. Alright, leave that over here. Try and get it in, but that's just trying to make it fit. They call it confirmation bias, which I'm not really that keen on doing. But it is stalling here, even on the 10, 15, it's stalling. That's, 30. 30's had a good breakthrough. So that 30 was a sell straight off the bat. As soon as it closed, and there's been, over 10 pips in that. So that really, in this time frame, that was the trade there. Yeah, what am I on? Pound yen. Here's the pound yen here. my other platform, so I'm just going to get ready to do a trade there. Where is it? Over here. So where's the other one? So GJ, new order. I'll just get that ready to do. And I'm looking to sell it, so I'll just put sells. And my position size, ten 1.75. There. Take profit at 10. So I'm just going to leave that. See what's going to happen. I mean, on the 30, like I say, it's close to that. Was a good sell, and you had your 10 pips. I'd be at close half and be at break even by now. On this one, that's pretty much a rejection. Really want a break of here. So that's what I'm waiting for, to see if we're going to break this level here, which is also, of course, a break of the 15 and 30. 30's got also 5 and a bit minutes left. Anything's possible before then. So that's completion of this candle and the next one. It's interesting, we're getting higher lows at the moment. See what happens when this candle closes, but that's what we're going to wait for. We're going to put this one over here. There. So what's going on here? $. Oh shit, I missed that. Right, I'm going to sell that. Yeah, I'm in that one. Although I just sold it into this. We've got lower lows and lower highs. Stop loss, don't I? We'll see what happens. We've got 3 minutes left on this candle. If we don't get a bit of movement down, might have to think of dumping that one. That's a 5, that's a 10. I'll put it on the 10 over here, so I can watch that one. Bit of a doji for me at the moment on a 10 minute, so that's quite likely to end there. I sold on the lower low. Probably jumped in a bit early there. Yep, she's going to go up. Might think about. So I'm doing this wrong. This is not what I want to be doing here. What I want to be doing here, I'm doing everything wrong. I'm looking for trades. I'm trying to make a trade fit. When you think of it, I'm fighting this fib battle down here. So we're right in the buy, right off the 618, and I'm trying to sell it through that. So, you know, I'm not doing it on a live thing. Because I'm streaming, I'm just feeling the pressure to do something, which was a mistake, of course. And I mean, the streams should be starting here. This is where they should be starting, in this area right here. This is where I'm going to start them, right at this level here. And then we can set up for the 4 hours, because then we would have been done by now. With this higher highs and higher lows here and down into this zone here, entering and hit this zone here. It's just like here. You enter into this zone over here on this pair, and that was after it reacts and it went up. And if you reacts off here, I mean, it's 10 pips is not much, you know. We can get the 10 pips out of it most of the time. Okay, now I'm breaking down a bit. Go, you good thing. So I might get lucky here and make the most of a bad trade. Okay, that's done. Okay, here's yarn, do it again.
133010, also.
Yarn entered on 133015. My entry was on, hang on, yarn, my entry was 132939. 132939. So you got a better entry than me. Yarn got a better entry than me. But I've got to remember to keep looking over here to see what they're doing. What I actually might do, because it gets more of my line of sight, I'll put this over here. Perhaps that gives me a better line of sight, so I can see things are coming in. And I'll put my trading platform over here. Yeah, that's not looking promising now. I hope, Yarn, you didn't go live. I did not. Like I said, and it's forming support there now. We can see clear support at, well, have a guess, at this level here. This is the form of resistance. That's the R1 pivot on the 4 hour. So we're forming support there now. That's suggestive of another move up.
Hopefully we'll break.
But
The pound is getting weak, so
pound is getting weak, is it?
we need to be.
Let's have a look at the euro yen, see what it's doing. It had a similar, I mean, it's very similar, except it's had a decent bounce back. On a weekly time frame, these aren't weeklies. On the weekly time frame, we started once again pretty close to the central pivot, but more in the sell zone. So this entire zone here is a sell zone for the week. So this goes back to Monday. What that's telling us is, I know a lot of blue lines here. Let me get rid of some of these lines. I can't have these if we're going to be streaming, right? It's just too messy. And even, like I say, it'll help me clean up my own chart. So that's a, let me go delete. They're all gone. These other ones, well, I can get rid of the 4 hour. No, these are daily, are they? Yeah, they're daily.
Yeah, because it's hard to see what you're showing.
Is it? Am I too far out? Well, all I'm trying to show at the moment is the fact that from this level here, we should be going down into this zone here, into this green zone. So we've still got quite a ways to go. I mean, that's 150 pips, say. I'll watch this recording back later. today, man, look at it, it's gone nowhere.
Mm.
Today, this thing's gone nowhere. Too close in. So today, it's all sideways. I mean, with this one, you can trap this. I mean, here, all this zone here is a pretty decent run up, really. I mean, all this. Bit of action, but this is a decent run up, a little bit slower, up the elevator, up the stairs, down the elevator. So, you know, there is a bit of traffic up there, a lot of wicks and all that, but could still go up. It's if you get up there, otherwise you've got this level here to break through, so you've got another level there. But if you've got a bias towards this, if you got a bias for yen strength, then you can sell it up here. Stokes isn't telling us anything. Yarn's been stopped out of break even. I'm still in it. Whew. I might. Oh, look, it does move there.
You'll be ringing for the stream.
Hello.
How you going, Ralph?
Good. Can you just give me a minute? I'm just streaming on. I'll be right. Just give me a sec. I'm just going to get off this stream here.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. How the hell do I do that? I'll go in here and sign off for the moment. Or can I turn the audio off?